Well, hello there everybody, it is Nemembi Maxentius, of course, the greatest man that has ever been, dictator of glorious Liberia. Welcome again, guys, to another Making History Let's Play as Liberia. You guys made it pretty clear in your comments down below that you want me to go ahead and attack Agnebi, the capital. Actually, that's not, Agnebi is not the capital, it's the name of the region, I believe. Or is it named Agnebi? Well, that's a surprise to me. We're going to go ahead and attack Agnebi with the bulk of our army. So we're taking our Liberian Second Army and moving here to try and destroy the enemy at their main capital. Now, we need to make sure to hit them with force, and I think sending in our entire army, as you can see, we have so many different African nationalities represented within our army. We are truly the future of Africa. We do have to keep in mind, though, that the people yearn for a theocracy. They want a theocracy, and the problem is, considering that our population is mostly, I think, Protestant, with maybe a ton of pagans thrown in, but there's so many different forms of paganism that I'm not really sure we can give them what they want. As you can see, it's 9% Protestant, and others 91%, and I think when they mention others, they're referring to pagans. So we may very well need to do that soon, especially if we get a victory here. So let us see how this goes. We shall go to next turn. Glorious next turn, and hopefully we can beat these Ivory coasters quickly and take their country without much fuss, because right now, as you can see, we have minus 22 in terms of supply to arms. That means our men are not getting the needed bullets they need, they're not getting the rifles they need. A lot of the guys are just fighting with machetes and manage to make it work. So here we go, these are already actually trying to propose a peace treaty. It's kind of funny. We're going to reject that, obviously. 11-3, so we're actually doing very well here at the capital, and at the Battle of Odien, we're doing okay as well, although we could be doing a lot better, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next turn. We want to finish this war quickly. And if we manage to win here at the capital, I'm going to send the troops immediately into Odien to basically go ahead and assist the troops that are already there fighting. Now, another reason we have a lack of arms is just the major amount of men we have. We have so many men in our army right now. We're using so many. And look at that. We even got light cavalry, engineers, and infantry. Yeah, we've got to cut down on the amount of men we have. Then again, we could just use it to conquer the rest of Africa. But I don't think we should focus on that right now. So we're going to go ahead and move to Agnebi, of course. Move to Agnebi this way. And start taking these guys and moving as well towards Agnebi. We're going to have a tremendous army here. And I think we can already just start here in Bissau. Let's take a look quickly and get rid of the infantry here. Just cancel that recruitment order. And I think we could do the same over here. We could cancel the recruitment order for the infantry here and go ahead and still manage to win. So let's move forward. Don't worry, I still love our military. They're glorious, but we have better way of winning war. So we will do it my way. All right, it looks like we still have an engineer unit up there in the north that we didn't move, so he can help our buddies over here. We need constant attacks on the enemy to be able to crush them and make Liberia strong again. And of course, we will have the entire West African coast, almost the entire West African coast, and that is going to be really useful. And there we go. Uruguay is now under threat of invasion by expansionist Argentina. Of course, as we know, Argentina is now a police state, basically. It's a nationalist state, and they have been taking over all of South America. They already took Paraguay. Now they're going for Uruguay. It doesn't really affect us much, but it's interesting to see nonetheless. Let's see how the battle over here is going in Odien. 12-4. Actually, the fight is going pretty well on all fronts, my friends, so we shall continue the fighting, and we shall not surrender here. I really would like to take their capital, though. Then we can really discuss terms a lot better. And another thing we have to keep in mind here, look at that! The war in Mali may have just ended. But one thing that's really interesting and important, I'll show you guys in a second here, and I do think it matters. Okay, now if we take a look at this country over here, Bassins, this is not a real country, obviously. This was created out of Ghana, and they created the Kingdom of the Upper Volta, or actually out of Mali. Now, if you take a look at the actual arms these guys have, they have a very basic form of infantry. Let me take a look at their army. Their army's not too strong. And if we wanted to move in here and take over their territory, we probably could. But that would mean we have to push into more of Africa, and I'm not sure if we are ready or willing to do that. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and get this guy to move to Odien. Why not? Here we go. Glorious! We have taken the capital. There we go, boys and girls. That's an easy win there. We can actually send one unit into that northernmost province just to make absolutely sure we've crushed the Ivory Coastians, however you want to refer to them. And then we can move on to greater projects, of course. So let's do that. Good job, men. Excellent fight. And now we would take over the rest of the country. And it looks like Sunni Islam population riots in Matam. Is this our region? Please say no. Because if it is, that's not good. So we actually have a lot of Muslim rioters, but we have to keep in mind that most of our population is not Muslim at all. In fact, we have very few Muslims in our country. We mostly have Protestants, mostly pagans, and then a bunch of Protestants and maybe 2 or 3% Islamic. So I'm not even sure if we would want to do anything involving turning this country to a Muslim dictatorship. Or a Muslim theocracy, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and order a cavalry charge just to take that territory. And we will move to Odien with the rest of our glorious army and just wrap up this victory here. I'm pretty sure we can wrap it up and not even have to worry about negotiating peace with the enemy. We will send everything to them. They will be so terrified, you will see. No, I want to reposition. Cancel the current order, you incompetent boobs. Yes, go this way, please. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we go to Savanas, and we enter. And hopefully we win battle very quickly. We actually still have small army here. We keep them there to keep population nice. We don't want population of country to be nasty to us. We want them to be nice. If maybe they get out of control, my men cut their heads off and throw it in river. We try to be humane, you understand? We give them chance. Yes, we're always giving them chances with our beautiful dictatorship, people can't really do much about it. And there we go, the first university in the history of Liberia, built in Freetown, first real university, quote-unquote. That's awesome, and we also got some more light cavalry, so they're still training. Let's take a look at the fight over here, 20-1. I mean, we've almost got this, guys. Okay, we might as well attack them from all fronts, right? So we'll actually send one of our troops from ODN, we'll send one of these other troops from ODN, and go ahead and move in here. Agnebi to Odien, and we're going to order a cavalry charge to really mop up the rest of the enemy here. And there we go, a total victory, and we have taken yet more territory for our glorious empire. Ivory Coast was a walkthrough. That was almost reminding me of the Germans attacking France. We walked right through. There was some resistance, but I thought it would be a lot more difficult than it was. We mopped these guys, the floor with these guys, and that is absolutely awesome. So here we go. The war is over. This will obviously lower some of the war weariness in our country, understandably. And it looks like, wow, a kingdom breaking away from another kingdom, breaking away from the kingdom of Hadramut. And as you can see, the actual defending kingdom does not even have a flag. And look at this, pagan riots in Kayor. Why? Why, guys? We're going to annex, of course. We will definitely get our infantry, our military, to go ahead and deal with some of these pagan rioters. But maybe it's time to go ahead and institute our new government. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave the decision up to you guys. You guys made a really good decision by... let me move by road. You made a really good decision by telling me to attack the capital of Ivory Coast. So I'm going to trust your judgment here on our revolution. We're going to take a quick look at our government panel after I end this turn, and then we can decide what we want to do. But the truth is that the people are yearning for change, and we can't just ignore it, or else we're going to have a lot of shit to deal with. Grab this guy too and add him to the move order. And let's go ahead and end the turn there. Glory of Liberia. I can't wait to take a look at this from a farther away view, because right now we control such a huge part of Africa. Well, a significant portion of it, and all of this is coastal land, great for trade. I think we could start trading with the Europeans pretty soon. We actually were 33rd in terms of production in the world when I last checked, which is amazing. Our country is actually producing a hell of a lot of stuff, and once again, there we go, mill built in Bathurst. That's what we like to see. A university built in Monrovia. Awesome. So we're trying to get education to our people. Maybe with more education, they won't want to become necessarily... They won't want to change the government. Right now, our government support is only 9%, and the people, 56%, as you can see, want a theocratic government. And this governing ideology bonus would give us 41%. 83% of the people support this new government, this pagan theocracy. So maybe we need to consider what they're saying and go ahead and institute the theocracy on our next Let's Play. I'm not sure. It's going to be a really big move, but I think it's probably the right thing to do. We're still prospecting over here, trying to find more and more minerals, etc. And I'll do the same over here. I'll prospect. It's really all we can do in this general area. And how is Agnabi doing? Maybe we can build something here. Oh, I don't want to build anything in the barracks. But why don't we build an ironworks? Yeah, why not? We need some iron. We're losing it every turn. In fact, we have none left. So we could definitely use an ironworks. And our people need jobs anyway. So let's go ahead and get our guys into these territories. And hopefully we will make a decision, deciding on what government we want in the end very, very soon here, because I think that all these riots are no good, and if we got 86% of the people supporting us, I mean, that would be amazing, and we could include not just Liberians, but every single race of people we've taken over and make a true African dictatorship, or not African dictatorship, African theological state, as opposed to a Liberian dictatorship over a bunch of conquered peoples, which clearly doesn't make us any friends in the region. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, The Conquest of Ivory Coast, and next we will decide whether or not our men are going to go and attempt a revolution against the current government, get rid of our dictatorship, and install a theocratic pagan state. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome, awesome day.